This is the most affordable region in Italy to buy a house. Less known than Sicily and still far from mass tourism, it surprises with breathtaking landscapes, crystal clear beaches, wild mountains, delicious cuisine, and incredibly low house prices, starting at under 500 euros per square meter. Let's explore which region this is, the advantages and disadvantages of buying property here, and how prices vary across different areas. Even though it's rarely talked about, perhaps because it's underestimated, the cheapest region to buy a house in Italy is Calabria. Calabria is located in the far south of Italy, just 3 kilometers from Sicily, and forms the toe of the Italian boot. It has two very different coastlines, the Ionian coast, wilder and more peaceful, and the Tyrrhenian coast, more developed and tourist-oriented. Inland, it is crossed by mountain ranges known for their parks, forests and canyons, ideals for activities like hiking, mountaineering, and skiing during the winter season. It's divided into 5 provinces: Catanzaro, the regional capital, Cosenza, Crotone, Reggio Calabria, and Vibo Valentia, and it's served by 2 airports. The first is 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗬𝗓 International Airport, the largest and most important in the region, which connects Calabria to many Italian and European cities. The second is Reggio Calabria Airport, less busy, but with connection to Rome, Milan, and other Italian cities. Let's look at the pros and cons of this stunning region and why you should consider it for your future home. The first advantage is the property prices, of course, much lower than in other regions. The average price for buying a home is around 150 euros per square meter, clearly lower than Sicily's 1,200 per square meter and Molese's 1,040 euros per square meter, the other 2 cheapest region. According to Italy's National Institute of Statistics and major real estate portals, since 2010, property prices in Calabria have dropped by 30–40%. The main causes for this drop are depopulation in many areas, high unemployment rates, especially among young people, and lack of infrastructure and services. These issues, mainly in isolated or less developed areas, have pushed property values down, to the point where in some towns you can buy a home starting from just 400 euros per square meter. In a moment, you'll find out which areas are the cheapest and which are more expensive. The second advantage is the region's natural richness. Calabria has nearly 800 kilometers of coastline, with spectacular beaches, crystal clear water, and dreamy Mediterranean scenery. At the same time, the inland areas offer historic villages, national parks, and mountains perfect for hiking and outdoor living. The most famous seaside destinations, loved by tourists, are Tropea, Capo Vaticano, Scilla, Pizzocalabro, Roccella Ionica, Diamante, and Reggio Calabria. The most famous mountain areas are La Sila, Aspromonte, Pollino National Park, Stilo, one of Italy's most beautiful villages, and Gerace. The third advantage is the lifestyle, slower and more relaxed compared to other Italian regions. If you're looking for a home in a quiet place, far from urban chaos and mass tourism, Calabria offers many towns ideal for those seeking peace and calm. Many villages are located in charming natural settings, among mountains, hills, and coastlines, in an atmosphere of peace and serenity that's hard to find in more urbanized, touristy zones. Cultural and religious traditions are still very much alive, with many festivals involving the whole community, fostering a sense of belonging and promoting solidarity among residents. The fourth and final advantage is that this region is ideal for those wanting to invest in the tourist rental market. In recent years, Calabria has been drawing increasing attention from both national and international tourists looking for authentic, peaceful destinations. The short-term rental market is still not saturated compared to more popular destinations like Puglia, Sicily, and Sardinia. This means that there are great investment opportunities at affordable prices, both near the sea and in the mountains. Those were the 4 main advantages. Now, let's see the main drawback. The biggest downside in Calabria, as mentioned before, is the underdeveloped infrastructure and services, especially in rural and inland areas. Some roads are narrow, winding, or in poor condition due to irregular maintenance or exposure to landslides and harsh weather. Public transportation can also be scarce or infrequent, especially compared to better-known tourist locations, so having a car is essential. In smaller towns, hospitals, high schools, or other key services might be missing, and residents often need to travel to large cities or even other regions for medical care or education. Those factors could be a real challenge if you want to live permanently in a more remote area, or if you don't own a car. But if you're buying a home for tourism or as a vacation property, this won't be a major issue. To recap, here are the pros and cons of buying a house in Calabria. Now, let's see the average prices for each province. The most expensive province is Vibo Valentia, with an average price of about 1,200 euros per square meter. This price, higher than the regional average, is due to several factors. Vibo Valentia includes some of Calabria's most sought-after destinations, like Tropea, Capo Vaticano, Pizzo Calabro, and Zambrone. The strong demand for vacation homes and short-term rentals, especially in summer, has kept the market hot, pushing prices up. Properties near the sea or with panoramic views are especially popular, including with international buyers. Compared to other areas, this province also has decent infrastructure and tourist services, improving the overall investment quality. The most expensive town is Tropea, where homes can go for more than 2,500 euros per square meter. In second place is Catanzaro, with an average price of around 1,000 euros per square meter. Though lower than Vibo Valentia, this is still above the average for Calabria. Let's remember that Catanzaro is the regional capital, meaning there's a higher concentration of public services, which increases housing demand. The province includes well-loved coastal areas like Catanzaro Lido, Soverato, and Copanello, tourist hotspots known for their beautiful beaches and good accessibility. The priciest town is Montauro, where property can exceed 1,800 euros per square meter. In third place is the Crotone area, with an average price of about 980 euros per square meter. This is a relatively small but more stable market compared to other inland areas. Demand focuses mainly on Crotone city and certain coastal tourist spots, such as Isola di Capo Rizzuto, which hosts Italy's largest marine protected area. The most expensive area in this province is Crotone's seafront, where prices can reach 1,700 euros per square meter, thanks to the privileged location and sea view. In fourth place is Cosenza province, with an average of around 940 euros per square meter. Cosenza city offers good quality of life, thanks to universities, hospitals, and schools. Most of the province is mountainous or hilly, with areas like La Sila and Pollino, where prices can drop below 500 euros per square meter. On the other hand, seaside towns like Diamante, Praia a Mare, and Scalea have strong summer demand, keeping prices high, over 1,500 euros per square meter, near the sea. The cheapest province in Calabria is Reggio Calabria, with an average price of around 830 euros per square meter. Despite being the most popular province and one of the richest in cultural and natural heritage, real estate prices are still very low. Exceptions include coastal areas like Scilla, with the picturesque Chianalea, Palmi, Siderno, and other seaside towns, where prices are much higher than the provincial average, especially near the coast or in well-preserved historic centers. In these areas, the summer rental market is active and growing. The most expensive area in Scilla, with an average price ranging between €1,900 and €2,000 per square meter. Overall, Calabria represents a unique investment opportunity, at far lower prices than in other Italian regions, especially in tourist rentals or second homes. Although often overlooked compared to better-known regions like Sicily, Puglia, Sardinia, or Campania, I recommend diving deeper. Or better yet, take a vacation here and see its full potential for yourself. If you have questions about the Calabrian real estate market, leave a comment and check the description below, where you'll find my video for my full video guide on buying property in Italy. Ciao!